Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Marina from Marina Art Design, and in this video I'm going to talk about my new puzzle generator, Tents and Trees. It is going to be available on my Gumroad store, and of course exclusive offer if you are following me on Gumroad. So if you join my email list even today, tomorrow you will receive a link to download this puzzle generator completely free. So tonight or tomorrow, depending where you live, in what time zone, but in next 24 hours, if you are following me on Gumroad, you will receive a link to download this tool completely free. So 100% free. After that period of 24 hours, it is going to be available for purchase. The price will be $26 United States dollars for lifetime license. It is available for Windows and Mac. I hope that some of the Mac users, once they get it for free, they will test it out and give me their feedback. So if there are some errors, I'm going to try to arrange for those to be fixed. But the Windows version is working. So once you download it, you need to install it. And once you install it, you're going to have a shortcut on your desktop. And once you turn it on, it's going to look like this. So this is the Windows screen. If you want to generate puzzles using the icons that are inbuilt inside the puzzle generator, make your settings here so you can change the grid size. Grid size can go between 5 to 14. You can go beyond 14, but it's going to take it longer to generate the puzzle. So let's start with the default settings, Arial font, font size. So let's just click on the update preview with the default settings, just so you can see how the puzzle will look like. So this is how the puzzle looks like. And once you see the preview, now you can change it up. You can change the grid line thickness. So this line thickness, you can change it here. I set it on 1.5, that is the optimal thickness for print results. But if you do not like it, if you want it to be thicker, you can change that here. You can change the font of the letters on the edge. You can change the font size. You can change the grid size. You can change the grid line color, text color. You can change the tent color and the tree color, but only for the inbuilt icons. Here you can set the minimum and maximum number of tents per puzzle. Of course, more tents makes it more complicated. For the grids between 5 and 9, the minimum number is 5, but once you go beyond 9, it is going to ask you to change the minimum number of tents to 6. And then of course you can go 20, 30, 40. If you type in a value that is not practical in any way, shape or form, the program is going to crash. So for example, you see here I have the tree size 25 and the tent size 25. And as you can see here, it is perfectly fitting within the box of the puzzle. If I type here 30, the program is going to crash. It's going to crash because the icon is going to go overboard this box here. But if I go, for example, 15 and 15, they do not have to be the same, if that is what you're wondering. But I mean, okay, let's put it 18 just for your viewing, and click on update preview. You see how the tree is now smaller and tent is now smaller. So the optimal size of the icon for the grid size 8 is 25. Let's update preview one more time. So if in this case I type 30 here, the program is just going to close because I typed in the value that makes the icon go over the rectangle or square inside the grid. So if that happens, just note it down that for that icon you cannot go over that value. So this is included, and you can use these icons commercially, so no restrictions for these icons. But what I wanted to do personally, and that's the reason why this generator was developed, is if you remember with light up puzzle generator, like Akari puzzle generator, you have option to change the icons there and make that puzzle really, really unique. So I'm talking about nobody on entire planet is going to have a puzzle the same as you. So what you can do here is you can enable custom tent file, and you can enable custom tree file, and here you look on your computer for that SVG file. So it has to be SVG file, and the SVG file needs to be a square in dimension. So check it out, open it in Inkscape, and make sure that SVG file is a square shape. So select it here to replace the tent, and select it here to replace the tree. So after you do that, you're going to get puzzles such as this one, for example. So this is a puzzle where instead of trees, you have alien ship, and the story goes like this. Every alien needs to have its own spaceship, but to prevent the war, they cannot be next to one another. So every alien needs to be individual. Not even diagonally, he cannot see another alien close to itself. And how do you solve that puzzle? So this is a solution, because the numbers on the edge, they're telling you how many aliens are in this row and in this column. And this is the puzzle solution. So that's a variation number 1. Variation number 2 is, now the story goes, construction workers, for safety reasons, they can only work with one excavator. So the excavators are already on the puzzle grid. You need to place a construction worker next to each excavator so that each worker gets one excavator, but he's not close to another worker because of the safety reasons. So I'm just giving you, of course, brief. In reality, I would make it more chunkier. The story behind everything would be more chunkier inside the actual book, but I hope you are getting the logic of what I'm doing here. This is a pirate ship. Every pirate needs to have one pirate ship, but in order to prevent stealing from one another, they cannot be close to one another. So in the vicinity of the pirate, there should be only his pirate ship. Pirate ships can be close to one another, so they are not related, but the pirates, they cannot have another pirate next to him. So you see, in all the 9 cells around the pirate, we cannot have another pirate. So that is option number, I don't know. And this is also a funny variation of the puzzle. We have a treasure chest, and then each pirate should find its own treasure. So you need to place a pirate next to each treasure chest. And you can mix and match. Of course, this is me. This is what I did. And this is why I have this puzzle generator. This is, of course, for me. And I would like to share it for you if you think this is something of interest to you. But I also included, in case you cannot come up with anything on your own, I also included the ChatGPT text that you should type in. So you should copy paste this section here into ChatGPT, and it's going to give you 20 different ideas that are inspired by the logic of tents and trees puzzle. Here on the top, you also have links to 2 websites that are for SVG icons, and these SVG icons can be used commercially without any restrictions. Of course, you cannot download them and resell them as is, but the usage, as in my case here, using them as a part of the puzzle, is what is allowed by their license. So these 2 websites are also included. So this notepad that you are just seeing, it is included for free once you download the Tents and Trees puzzle generator. So this one here, let me open that up. So how do you use the tool? If you want to use the inbuilt icons, make sure that these 2 settings are unchecked. If you want to use your own icons, check them here, and then link them to that SVG file of the custom tent and custom tree. You can change the grid line color, text color if you want. I'm not sure why, because if you are printing, it's most likely going to be black. Here you can change the tent's color, but only for the inbuilt icons. You cannot change the color of the icons if you are using your own custom icons. Here you can change the grid line thickness, grid size, font, and here, if in your SVG file the icon is centered, then you do not have to do anything with these two values. So I would suggest that instead of changing this value here, that you actually change in your SVG file, make sure that the icon is enlarged so it's very close to the edge and it is centered before you actually use it within the puzzle generator. Here you can set up how many minimum and maximum tents. If you type a number that is illogical for the puzzle, the program is going to crash. So if at any moment you type something that is illogical, it is going to crash. So if you note that down, make sure that you do not repeat those numbers again. For puzzle grid size between 5 and 9, you can start with minimum number of trees and tents 5, but above 9 you should set minimum number of tents as 6. So you cannot have less than 6 if the grid is over 9 tents. Here you can set how many puzzles to generate, and here you can set starting sequence number. So what is this? So let's say I want to generate 50 puzzles with grid size 8, 50, 9, 50, 10, 50, 11, and 15, 12 grid size. What I would do is I would start with the number 1, grid size 8, and click on generate, of course, after I select my folder for puzzles and folder for solutions. So once that is finished, I'm going to change this number to 9, and here I would type 51. So what that is going to do, it is going to continue to generate puzzles in these two folders that I set up here, but the file name is going to continue from 51, 52, 53, and so on. So that is important here, that you make sure that you set up a new number. If the number of puzzles, the previous one was 50, then this needs to be 51, 101, 151, and so on. If by accident I remain this at 1, what's going to happen once I click generate, it is just going to overwrite the puzzles that were already created, because the name of the files will be the same. So it's just going to overwrite, it's practically going to delete all the puzzles that you have with the new puzzles. So make sure that you are typing the correct number. And if you want to generate complicated puzzles, like for example, and if you want to generate maybe 500 puzzles, it's going to take him time to generate 500 puzzles. I did not test it. I tested up to 300 and it took him maybe 20 minutes. So if you want to generate a large, very large amount of puzzles, you have this feature here where you can actually select. So select this before you click generate. And what that is going to do, it is going to actually shut down your computer, your PC computer. It's going to shut it down after it generates all the puzzles. So you don't have to stay and wait until the program is finished. You can select shutdown after generation is completed and then click on generate, and then you are good to go. And that's it. I believe I showed you everything. I showed you why I decided to go in this direction. I love this one. So you can have, this could be just one of the puzzles, and the entire book could be about construction workers and construction tools and stuff like that. So as you can see, you have plenty of directions to go in. I'm not going to I don't know what to say. I mean, this is something that I did for myself. If you like it, you like it. If you do not like it, you do not like it. It is for free for next 24 hours. From the moment you see this video, it's going to be for free if you follow me on Gumroad. And then from Tuesday, so 2 days from now, it is going to be available to purchase for $26 United States in my Gumroad store. If you have any questions, ask me down below. If you have some puzzles that you want me to generate or explore or give you ideas, comment down below. As you can see, I just keep inventing new things that nobody asked. Okay, until the next video, I'll see you down below in the comments. Stay safe, everybody. Bye. And oh yeah, before I say goodbye, make sure that you check, where is it? Check the word search generator that is going to be soon released by the Luke Baus. It is a shaped word search generator. I already have a request to make this video about this, but this tool is not released yet. So once this tool is released, it's going to be released by the end of this month. I'm going to make a video about it. And just to answer the question that was asked, that is included in the request of me making a video about this tool, is what is the difference between this tool and book publisher tools, so the Hans version. Hans version, when you import one image, you can generate word search puzzles with that one image over and over and over. This word search generator gives you opportunity to generate 100 different puzzles using 100 different images. So you can generate, let's say, one elephant and then 100 puzzles using that same image of an elephant, or you can have 100 different elephant images, and then with one click you can generate 100 different word search puzzles using 100 different images of the elephant. You can check this entire video to see all the options, and also I believe, I'm not sure, am I going to pinpoint it exactly? Am I going to be able to find it? Actually, most likely no. Let's just click randomly in hope that something is going to happen. Yes, so you also have the snake option. So instead of just up, down, left, right diagonals, you also have snake word search, where the words are actually, or the letters are actually going in all directions, not just the classical directions. But check out this video. This tool is in pre-sale at the moment, so it's not yet available. It will be available soon. And another puzzle generator that I'm going to talk about in my next video is going to be word scramble puzzle generator. So this one here, it is an Excel based puzzle generator. The link to this video is also going to be down below in the description. This is also a requested video I'm going to make tomorrow, hopefully. I had some issues with my internet connection, but now that is resolved, so I'm going to do that. So that's my two next videos, word scramble puzzle generator. So watch this video completely, and if you have any questions regarding this tool, comment down below, and I'm going to add that to answer in my next video. The link for everything is down below, and this is it. This is the actual goodbye. Until the next video, I'll see you down below in the comments. Stay safe, everybody. Bye.